All right, everyone, welcome back to Punk Rock Radar. Today, you're in for a little treat. We're doing the year 2000 album draft, so go grab your metal ball necklaces and chain wads, because we're going to kick it off.
All right, guys, welcome back to another draft. This time we're doing the year 2000. And any album that came out in the year 2000 is fair game. We're mostly expecting this to be all punk rock, like Fat Wreck, Epitaph style, but I did throw some little wild cards on the list. If one of the guys wants to pick the Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears, that's totally fine. So I have the list up here. I'm just going to kind of scroll through them real quick just so you can kind of see the pool we're picking from. We've got Kid Dynamite, we've got Suicide Machines, Nerf Herder, the Dwarves, Against All Authority. We had a couple Newfound Glories, Goldfinger, The Hives, Boss Tones, Bad Religion, Mxpx, 98 Mute, Face to Face, NOFX, SR-71, Sum 41, Mest, Eve 6, Rancid. We got Zebrahead, AFI, Good Charlotte, Green Day, Less Than Jake, Papa Roach even, Movie Life. We got the Blink-182 live album, Frontal Rom, Offspring. So this is what we're going to be pulling from. If one of the guys wants to throw something at me, we'll get it in there. But these are the ones that popped out to me. But guys, how are you feeling? Lewis, what do you think about this project we're doing here?
I got to tell you, this is the most excited I've been to be on the podcast. I got my backwards hat on. You can't see. I have a pair of Jenko jeans on. I do have my chain wallet as well. So I am so ready to get into this list. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, man, I'm ready to kick it off. I have some items that may not even be on the list that came out in the year 2000. So we'll see how good John's search is if he can find the album cover.
I got your White Pony on there, Matt. I know that's one of your favorite albums. So if that's your wild card,
there may be another one.
All right. Well, I wish you would have told me in advance before we got it, but how many randoms you guys want to do? You want to stick with 3, mix it up?
Just do 3.
3, because there's 3 of us. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So our order is going to be Lewis, who's going to get Pump Up the Volume, I'm assuming. Lewis, Matt, John, and we're going to do a snake style draft so that I'll get 2 picks. It'll go back around to Matt, and then Lewis gets 2 picks. But Lewis, who are you going to take number 1 overall?
Yeah, and I think you're right, John. You made the prediction. I am going to have to pick Pump Up the Volume by NOFX. It is my favorite NOFX album. I think it's their best album in general and one of the best punk albums of all time. So that's going to be my number 1 pick out of 2000.
I can't argue here. I mean, it's definitely my favorite on here, and I don't know what I'm going to pick now. I was banking on that number 1, but Matt, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to keep things spicy, change it up a little bit. Everyone has to listen to some different music once in a while. So I'm going to go with Wu-Tang and the W.
First overall, he's going with the wild card.
You got to go with Wu-Tang. Come on, Wu-Tang never loses, man.
All right, there it is. Wu-Tang, the W, number 1 overall for Matt. Let's see. I'm just gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna pick albums I really like, regardless. I'm gonna go with Zebrahead, Playmate of the Year. I love this album. I think it's a fun record. It holds up. Why not? Here we go. Zebrahead, Playmate of the Year is my number 1 pick.
That was the music video with Pamela Anderson, wasn't it? When they're like they're shrunken down.
No, that's Lit. No, that's Miserable.
Lit. Well, that's Lit. That's Lit. That's right.
And actually, I get another pick. I'm going to go, my second pick, I'm taking Goldfinger, Stomping Ground.
Nice.
With my second one. But, Matt, it is back to you.
All right, so it's going back to me, and I'm going to pick another one. I'm going to pick Deftone's White Pony. This may be their best album, and this may be the best album on this list.
It's a good album. It wouldn't be my pick, but it's on there for a reason. It's a solid record. Lewis, back to you. You get 2 picks.
2 picks. All right, well then for my first one, I'm going to go with Vision, Watching the World Burn. I think an incredibly underrated hardcore punk album that a lot of people don't talk about, but I love it. And then for my second pick, I think, and I mean, I don't want to take all the good picks here, but I'm going to go with Rancid 2000. Such a good album. My favorite Rancid album again. So it was a good year to be a Rancid and NOFX fan, in my opinion, in the year 2000.
Yeah, those are great picks. I can't argue either one of those. So Lewis, right now you got Vision, Pump Up the Volume, and Rancid 2000. Matt, where are you going with your pick?
You know what? I'm gonna do another one that no one would probably have picked, but I'm gonna do Potshot Till I Die. You know I'm a big Potshot fan. Love the ska they put out, so I'm doing Potshot Till I Die.
I put that on there for you because
I know, and I'm picking that.
Because after we did our Less Than Jake video, you made a point of referencing that. So there it is for you.
Yes.
Now, do I play defensively? Because I know there's a couple that I want that I know you guys are probably gonna pick, and then there's a couple that I know that I dislike. But for the sake of being fair, and so that we get some oddballs at the end, I think we're doing 15 rounds, maybe more actually. But I'm going to pick. None of you guys are gonna pick this, but I think it's great. I'm going with the Good Charlotte self-titled album. I think this album is severely underrated. I think it's like a near perfect pop punk record. So I'm picking Good Charlotte self-titled, and on the back I'm gonna grab Borders and Boundaries by Less Than Jake.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a good pick right there.
All right, Matt, back to you.
All right, am I doing it twice or once right now? What am I doing?
Just one.
This one I'm gonna do Link 80. Going with Link 80 right there. The struggle continues. Another good ska core kind of album.
This one's okay. I definitely prefer 17 Reasons, but I think it's an okay album. I like the original singer a little better.
The son of Danielle Steele.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, it's a good album. I can't believe Against All Authority is still on the board. I know you love that album. So, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to mixing it up. I'm going to pick one I don't know if you guys would have picked, and I know a lot of people don't like this record, but Face to Face Reactionary, I think considered one of their weirder records, but I think it was one of the first full lengths of theirs that I owned, and I really liked it. So I definitely got to go with that one. And then for my next draft pick, let's mix it up again, and I'm going to go with the Aquabats. Myths, Legends, and Other Adventures, I believe it's called, which is, I think, the best Aquabats album, even though it's an album of B-sides.
It's 100% the best one. Like pizza party, pizza day, pool party.
Pizza day.
I fell asleep on my arm. Like
it's so good.
Yeah, that one I knew was gonna go. Face to Face Reactionary, I did not see coming off the board this early.
It's a good album, though, man. I like it a lot.
All right, Matt, go for it. It's up to you.
All right, so for the next one, I'm actually going to do Flogging Molly Swagger. I think this is their best album overall. I mean, Devil's Dance Floor, Black Friday's Rule, Salty Dog, Selfish Man, Worst Day Since Yesterday. This album just rocks. I think I can listen to this one without skipping a song in it.
All right, Flogging Molly. I'm glad you took that one. I'm not a Flogging Molly fan personally, so that's all you. And I'm honestly shocked this one's still on the board, so I'm going to grab it. Pennybridge Pioneers.
Yeah.
I thought this would go really early, so
It was my next pick.
I'll snap that one up. And with my second one, I'm going to go the Newfound Glory self-titled album, which is another one I thought would go early. But I guess I'm not too surprised. I'll leave from screen to stereo, though, for you guys.
Oh, well, that's my personal favorite. So,
all right, Matt, back to you again.
I'm not quite sure what I'm going to pick for this one. I think for this one, I'm going to do... I guess I'll go AFI, The Art of Drowning.
Yeah, I thought you would pick that way earlier. That's like one of your favorite records of all time, I thought.
Black Sails by them. That's probably the second from them. But yeah.
All right, Lewis, 2 picks.
I gave him the chance to grab it, so I'm going to take it now. I'm going to take 24-Hour Roadside Resistance by Against All Authority. Just a rockin' album. If people out there haven't heard it, give it a listen. Very underrated band, I feel like. And then for my second pick, let's keep it interesting, I guess. Let's go with Lagwagon. Let's talk about Leftovers. I actually love I love this album. I don't think we've talked about that too much, but I don't think we ranked it yesterday with the NOFX, but It is a really good album.
Yeah, did I must have forgot to. No, that's on Joey Cape's label, I think.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do love this B-side album, so it's really good. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and snap that up.
Yeah, you got me thinking. I'm pretty sure that's on Joey Cape's label, so that's why it's not there. All right, Matt, it's on you.
So, I've been in a big ska mood lately, listening to a lot of ska, so I'm going to go with Catch-22, Alone in the Crowd.
Yeah, great album.
Can't argue that. Yeah, I don't really care for this one, so it's all you on that one. All right, so for my picks, man, honestly, guys, I'm staring at my list and not a lot of my picks are gone, so I don't know if it's just... I have shitty taste, or... Are
you doing Blink-182 next? The Mark, Tom, and Travis show?
I'm not taking a live album in this. Maybe I'll do some fun ones later.
I thought you would have took that one.
Let's see. I'm gonna take... I'm gonna take Nerf Herder, How to Meet Girls. I really like this album still. Mm-hmm. It's probably my favorite Nerf Herder album, so I'm going to grab this one. And then with my second pick, I'm going to take Mxpx, The Ever Passing Moment. All right, Matt, back to you.
We're going back to me. I'm going to do... Let's see here. All right, John, I can't believe this one is still up there, and maybe someone picked it and I didn't realize, but I'm going to do Maybe I'll Catch Fire.
No, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis, I'm surprised you didn't take that one.
Well, I was going to do it now.
All right, it's on you. 2 picks.
2 picks. All right, well, we already covered how this is not one of my favorite albums, but it is one of my favorite bands. So I know you love it, John, so I'll give The New America by Bad Religion in my draft.
All right, I'm glad somebody took it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's the black sheep, but I'll count it among part of the flock anyway. So, and then, I mean, let's go ahead and debate this. If you guys want to talk about it, I think it's a pretty good album. Self-titled by the Suicide Machines. I don't think it's a terrible album. Clearly not their best album, but some Suicide Machines is better than none, is my saying.
I mean, I would argue it's their worst album.
It is their worst album. I think, yeah. I like that span when there was no Suicide Machines more than this album, to be honest. No, I can't get behind this. No way. Even the album cover is as cringy, I feel like. John, pull up the album cover for this one. Can you enlarge it? What is going on in this picture?
They're an old-timey band.
It's not bad. It's not that
I don't know. It looks real cringy to me. Let's try to stage something that looks kind of cool, Let me lean back playing my guitar and let me hold my microphone and rest on the cymbal. It doesn't get more cringier than that.
Didn't you say earlier it's okay to expand your mind and try new music sometimes? Maybe they were just branching.
No, they were trying too hard with this one, I think.
All right, well, let's agree to disagree and move on from my terrible pick of the Suicide Machines.
All right, Matt, go for it. Who are you going to follow it up with?
You know what? I'm going to do one of the Punkaramas, I think. I don't know what bands are on them, so I'm just going to pick a random one. I'm going to do Punkarama 5.
Safe bet. It's going to be good, I'm sure.
That's the only Punkarama from 2000, so you're...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they only come out once a year. But where did I put that now? All right. I know I have it, because, yeah, Punkarama 5 is solid.
I think it is pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm not sure of any of the songs, but I remember I had that one. I remember I liked it.
I'm looking now. Death by Stereo, Bombshell Rocks, Dropkick Murphys, The Bouncing Souls, Pennywise.
Yeah, it's gonna have all
Voodoo.
the same bands that every
Gnostic Front.
had. But for my picks, let me put mine up here so far. I'm looking now. I went pretty heavy on the pop punk, so I'm gonna try and mix it up here. I'm gonna grab Kid Dynamite, Shorter, Faster, Louder. Let's get a little edge on here, and then I'm gonna grab the Dwarves, Come Clean. Let's get a little punk rock on the list. I really like both of those records, so I'll take them. I wasn't expecting to get so many like the pop punk ones early, so there we go. My whole list I'm looking now is almost all pop punk, so I got to mix it up somehow. But
That's a good thing.
Matt, it is back to you now.
Yeah, I can't believe no one picked this album. So I'm going to actually do Papa Roach Infested.
It's solid, man. That's an underrated album. I can't speak for the rest of their discography, but
Yeah.
I have no problem with this one.
I have a lot of memories with this album. So when I played football, we used to go to football camp, right? So we had one coach we called Coach A-Bomb, coolest guy, right? So we would have to wake up probably at like 6:30, and he would sleep in another bunk around till 7:30. So we would sneak in or break into his bunk and put the speaker right by his head and blast Infected every morning for like a week straight until he snapped and broke the Papa Roach album and the boombox.
I'm assuming you mean Last Resort, right?
Yeah, Last Resort. I'm sorry. Yeah, Last Resort. Yeah.
I mean, you can't also forget that we had to listen to this song, I think, every day for like 3 months on a car drive to school, right? Because Matt and I used to carpool to high school together with our neighbor, and he played the song
On repeat. It was on repeat.
I would get in the car, and it would start off with, "Cut my life into pieces," and we'd go pick up Matt up the street, and he would hit rewind.
Play it again.
Play it again. Every time.
It's
Every day.
I still think that's a good song. Like I mean, I wouldn't want to hear it every day, but I still think that album's pretty good. I still can listen to that once in a while.
If I think about high school, I think about Papa Roach. So there you go.
All right, Lewis, 2 picks.
Picks. I'll go with another rando here. I'm gonna go with Dillinger 4 versus God, actually.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite Dillinger 4 album.
Yeah, it's a really good album. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I know you like them a bit. I don't know how much Matt likes them too much, but figure we go for it. And then for my second pick, sorry, I'm just consulting my list here. You know what? Let's go with that SR-71 record.
Yes, yeah, right now it's got to be like one of the best pop
One of the
punk
best pop songs ever.
Yeah.
And SR-71, I mean, I don't want to get too much on a tangent here, and I saw Bowling for Soup's also on this list. Isn't it weird that Bowling for Soup just put out the same song? You know, as they covered SR-71, didn't change the song at all for 1985. Like, it's almost exactly the same. Why was one successful and one wasn't? It's a mystery that I think about all the time.
I think the guy from SR-71 is like a professional songwriter. So I think these guys are buddies. So like they lent it to them, and it's the same thing. They did another song too. I can't remember, but yeah, it is weird. But like I think Bowling for Soup's version.
He's in the video too.
Yeah, I think the Bowling for Soup version's a little bit better, personally. But yeah, I like Bowling for Soup, and I love this SR-71 album. It looks like I botched the album cover, but that's okay. It's a picture of the CD, but you guys know what it is. And Lewis, I'm sorry, was that you did 2 or was that Dillinger 4?
I did Dillinger 4 and I did SR-71.
All right, Matt, go for it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick a one-hit wonder. I feel like, and I'm gonna pick Wheatus.
Yeah.
Oh, Teenage Dirtbag. Also, being in high school.
I love
going with Wheatus, man.
Dude, that song is so good.
Yeah.
It's worthy of an album pick just for that one song alone.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so good.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, I kind of feel like I have to go the same, like it went SR-71, Wheatus. So I'm going to stick with the theme, and I'm going to pick Bowling for Soup here. Let's do it for Johnny.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the appropriate spot for it. And then with my second pick, man, Sum 41's still on the board too.
Yeah.
The Movie Life's still on the board. I'm gonna pick Sum 41 here. Like their first record, I think this one's pretty solid. No problem here grabbing Half Hour of Power. But Matt, back to you.
Oh man, back to me. I'm just gonna go with Green Day, Warning.
All right, solid album, right?
Yeah, not their best, but solid. It's like, meh.
I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna pick it really early on, but
Yeah.
there's just too much good stuff left. We were gonna do 15 rounds, but it looks like we're gonna do 20 because there's just too many good albums left.
Frankly, I'm surprised Warning's is less controversial than self-titled Suicide Machines, but
According to Matt, yeah. All right, Lewis.
A self-titled Suicide Machine is just crap.
I'm going with it. I got the backwards hat on. Going with the biscuit.
You're rolling? Let's do it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Going with Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish, and the hot dog flavored water. I mean, what band epitomizes the late 90s and early 2000s more than Limp Bizkit? I mean, the fact that we picked Papa Roach before they got pulled off the board is like a shame,
It's
right?
criminal.
So,
It's absolutely criminal. But yeah, Chocolate Starfish, awesome album. I don't care. I still listen to Limp Bizkit, so I'm 100% on board with this. What about pick 2?
oh, God, I got to pick another one right now? All right, let's see. Let me consult my list. All right. I think for my second pick, I'm going to go... Yeah, let's keep it going. I'm going to go with Eve 6 Horoscope.
It's great. Great record.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it as much as self-titled, I'll be honest, but Eve 6 is a great band, and one of my favorites to do karaoke with. So for sure, let's get Eve 6 on the list.
I see. I don't know. Like the self-titled's great, but this one has like Amphetamines, Jetpack, Rescue. There's a couple like really good songs. Like Here's to the Night, I never cared for.
Yeah.
Then it got played into oblivion. So.
But I mean, compared to like Open Road Song and like Showerhead, I love those songs. So it's hard, but this is a really good album. I'm totally there with you. It's great.
Yeah, the self-titled has like that raw feel, and this one's definitely more polished, more like pop punk style. But yeah, Eve 6 is a great band, super underrated.
Agreed.
Matt, back to you.
Let's just go with the Offspring.
Yeah, I that was gonna be my next one too.
Yeah, let's just go with the Offspring. I think it's just a good spot.
It's a good spot for it.
I mean, my list is all over, but yeah, this is a good spot right here, I feel like.
All right. So man, I didn't want to. I keep saying it that my list is a little bit too pop punk, but I'm not gonna leave this one on the board any longer. I'm taking Mest. Wasting Time. This is another really good album, and I'm gonna follow it up. Let's see. I'm going to follow it up with like a band I think is really underrated, if I even remember to put them on here. Automatic 7, who like, if you're a fan of Social Distortion and you don't know Automatic 7, this album, Beggar's Life, it's not on Spotify as far as I know, but the song 98 is really good. Broken Record is another good song by them. Automatic 7, if you don't know them, check them out. That album is really good. I'm taking it. Whatever round we're in, I don't even know. I think we're on 16 maybe, but
yeah.
Matt, back to you.
All right, keeping up with my little ska trend I had going on with my list, I'm going to do the Voodoo Glow Skulls. I'm picking that one.
Symbolic, but honestly, Matt, I don't know if I've ever listened to this one, but
It's
all right.
The one album I own by them, I think.
Really, yeah.
I had this one.
This one I never heard, but I mean, Voodoo Glow Skulls is a good band. Lewis, 2 picks.
Oh, 2 picks again. All right. Well, I think for this pick, I'm going to pick up the Lawrence Arms Ghost Stories.
What do you think of Ghost Stories?
It's okay. I mean, it's early stuff. Like, I'm obviously a bigger, and I'm sure there's people who disagree, but I think that like the albums that we talked about in the Fat one, going from Apathy and Exhaustion and Oh Calcutta, and then onto I don't know if it was on Epitaph Metropole, but those are like 3 of the best consecutive punk albums I think in like the past 20 years, like because I love that band. But I like this album just because it kind of set me up into getting into them for sure.
Yeah, it's
sorry, that was a little long-winded, but I do love me some Lawrence Arms. So I think for my second pick, give me 1 second here. I think what I am going to go with, and I love that you picked Mest. I have that on my list. I didn't get it. And I wanted to share an anecdote about Mest, but I guess I can't tell the story about how I saw them open up for Busta Rhymes. But that was, we'll leave that story for another day. I think I will go with, why don't we just pick up Good Riddance, Phenomena of Craving. It's a good album.
That's an EP, right? I wasn't sure, so I just left it on.
Yeah. I mean, it still counts.
Yeah. I think there's a couple EPs on here.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right, John. So the next one I'm going to pick is like the poor man's Rancid, and that's Bombshell Rocks.
That's one way to put it. I've never got into Bombshell Rocks. Like I heard a couple of their songs, but it just never did it for me. Like I think they're okay.
Yeah.
And let me see where I'm gonna go here. There's like a lot of albums I really like still left on the list. We've got some strung out. I'm gonna grab the movie Life first. This time next year. And then on the wraparound, this Noggin Toboggan record, if you like Mxpx, is really good. We got Midtown, Dynamite Hack. Everybody loves that cover of Boys in the Hood. MI6 was a big MP3.com band. But I'm going to let's grab another MP3.com band, the Sloppy Meat Eaters. Shameless self-promotion. I don't think that was in any danger of getting picked by either of you guys, but it's off the board now. Matt, back to you.
I don't know who I'm going to pick next. This is going to be a tough one. I
mean, you got that Mad Caddies EP is really good.
It is good.
Yeah.
You got some Screeching Weasel. You got Linkin Park, Marilyn Manson.
I'm just gonna do
Marilyn Manson.
I'm gonna do the Mark Tom and Travis show. I'm gonna pick that one.
The live one.
Just because of Man Overboard. I mean, which is a sick song. That's the only song.
It's the best Liquid 82 song, I think.
Yeah.
So just for that song, I'm picking that one.
It's a good song.
All right, off the board. Mark Tom and Travis show. All right, Lewis, on you. 2 picks.
All right. I'm going to go way back to a band I haven't listened to in a really long time. I'm going to pick Madball. Let's throw Madball on the list because, we talked about this as like our youth growing up. I saw Madball play probably like 5 or 6 times in like the span of a year and a half, I'm sure. They're always coming through the area. So let's go ahead and throw Madball on the list.
True or false, International Superheroes of Hardcore, one album is better than every Madball album.
That is true. And maybe I'll get crucified for saying this, but I think the International Superheroes of Hardcore album is better than many or most New York hardcore albums.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, we're going to get killed for that.
And you bought it. You bought it for me for my birthday on splattered vinyl, which I still treasure, and it's over there. It is a great album. I also like it better than any Newfound Glory album, too. To be fair. So.
I disagree there, but I think it's like a severely underrated hardcore album. Like it's
really good. I mean, just because it's funny doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that 2 picks, Lewis, or 1? I'm so bad at keeping track. I think that was just 1.
I just picked Madball. I didn't realize I was doing 2.
Yeah, you got 2.
Yeah, and I just talked for about 10 minutes on that album. But I will go. Let's keep it going. Another band that I saw a bunch back then. Let's go with Sick of It All. Yours truly.
Oh, I was going to pick that one. That's a great album.
Last podcast I said they're nobody's favorite band. I did own this album, or I at least downloaded it from Unix Punks or somewhere. So I did have this album and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely a great album. This one. I was just going to pick that one for mine. Now I got to look again. Let's see. Let's go with the Satanic Surfers.
All right. If Matt, if I don't know if you've heard the latest Satanic Surfer album. I think it's called Back to Hell. But that
Is it good?
That album is absolutely phenomenal. I don't really care for this one. But damn, like I think it came out in 2020, but it's super fast. It's kind of no, I'm not going to say it. It doesn't remind me of Propaganda. I was going to say it, but it's that fast.
Yeah, I'll definitely check the new one out then. Yeah.
All right, so back to me. I'm not even working off my list anymore. This is a manageable amount of records now where I can kind of scroll. Let's grab. I'm gonna grab Capdown, super cool ska core band from the UK, underrated band. I'm gonna grab them, and let's see. I'm leaving that strung out. I'm leaving that strung out record.
Yours is still on there. I don't remember if that one's any good though.
Shadow. I think it's Shadow of the Valley of the Ass Fuckers is the full title, right?
I think that is. I think you're right.
Let's see. I mean, I don't have a fun one. Like I think Orgy is like one of the best like bands from that era. Like they have some really catchy songs. I think this one has Stitches and Dreams in Digital. Like it's a fun record, but do I want to pick it?
You got it, dude. Come on. I think your list is too serious.
Well, what about the song "Roll On" by The Living End? I mean, that is a very 2000 song right there.
I'm gonna go Orgy. I don't have a fun one yet, so
yeah.
All right, go with Orgy.
Orgy's good. I think they're solid. But Matt, it's back to you.
I'm going with the Vandals. Look what I almost stepped in.
Oh God, that was going to be the wet fart that I went out on.
I didn't even see that one still there. I think that's a solid Vandals record. Not one of my favorites, but that is like Jackass and.
But it is a wet fart. A little bit. It's
definitely not their best album.
No.
All right, Lewis. This is your last two picks.
I have two picks. Last two. We're on a really small list here too. Can I see it on the screen there, John, for a second?
Your picks?
No. Just scroll the list real quick, just so because I know what we're cut down to. Right. I will pick up that Mad Caddies if it's still
yeah, there. It's that album is really good.
It's really good, and I don't know why I didn't kind of pick it up earlier because I do love me some Mad Caddies. Man, what do I like of what's left? I don't think we're gonna pull the Queers though. I'm gonna leave that one in case anyone wants it. Let us go with. Oh my God, this is like a tough choice because Matt stole my ender. He stole my ender. You know what? Let's go with Dynamite Hack.
There you go.
I know we love that song, all of us. Mm-hmm. We were definitely jamming out to that one, either in your little white car or my Pathfinder. So let's stick with that one.
All right, and Lewis, I messed up. You're gonna get one more pick on the wraparound. I did screw something up. So if there's something you missed, you're gonna get a chance on the way back. But Matt, it's on you.
I have no idea what I'm gonna pick, so I'm just gonna close my eyes and scroll, and I'm just gonna read you a number, John.
It's good.
We're doing 30. No, you picked 60.
It's Body Jar. That's one of the good ones that's left. Number 60. This has this song from the Tony Hawk album, I think. Not the Same.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, that's a great record. Let's see. All right.
Got to pick the strung out up. Still there.
Yeah, I'll grab Strung Out, and then with my very last pick. See, Midtown is still there. What am I going to kick myself if I miss? This Gambit's album is really good. Gob is still there.
Yeah, I was thinking about Gob too.
Swingin' Utter's self-titled is still there.
Yeah.
I'm doing, let's go... No, not. I like Noggin Toboggan, but shit. I'm gonna grab Bracket. Why not? I missed this album in the Fat Wreck draft, so it's my favorite Bracket album. They don't get any love, so there we go. When all else fails. And guys, if you don't know, the Girl from Marin song by Bracket on this album is their best song, in my opinion, by far. Make sure you check it out. But Matt, last pick for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Youth Ahead
from New Jersey. These guys played all the time. Like I remember at Warped Tour, like you could not avoid getting their merchandise. So yeah, some Jersey boys. So good for you, Matt. Lewis, last pick of the draft.
Oh, I feel bad because you name dropped him and we haven't picked him up. So I'm gonna pick up the Swinging Utters self-titled. I do love me some Utters.
But so Lewis, you picked is it 5 Lessons Learned pretty early in the Fat draft? You don't like this one as much?
I don't like it as much. I think I like the Utters. I just really love 5 Lessons Learned, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes like the album transcends the band.
Yeah. See, I mean, go ahead.
Go on.
I was gonna say I actually like the new Swinging Utters stuff, like newer, like that song "Stuck in a Circle."
Yeah.
They have is really good, but I never got into the early stuff by them. But maybe that's a band we end up doing Tears one day once I familiarize myself with the catalog.
I think because I like Dead Flowers much more than this one. Dead Flowers is was I think soon after that. I don't know what year it came out, but Dead Flowers was a really good album, and yeah, this one didn't stick with me as much as those two that it was in between, I believe. So,
all right. Well, I don't know.
I'm surprised. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I don't know what happened with the order. Like, I have Lewis's picks here. This is not even close to the rounds. Like, something got jumbled while I was clicking them. But Lewis, here's your picks. If you want to go through them quick, I don't know if you have any thoughts about any of the ones you did.
Yeah, it's a little hard for me to see all of them. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get up close to the computer because I'm an old man now.
Okay, so boomer.
You might have to assist me, John. So start at the top here. Let's see what we got. So we have a little Lagwagon. Let's talk about left. Are we going to go through all of them? You want to go?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right. So we'll go with Lagwagon. Let's talk about leftovers. We're going to go with self-titled Suicide Machines album. John and Matt's favorite Suicide Machines album for sure. 24-hour Roadside Resistance by the great Against All Authority. Watching the World Burn. If you've never heard this album, it is I think one of the best hardcore punk records of all time. Do
you remember that concert? We saw them and everyone was just chanting close-minded, close-minded. And
it was amazing.
The guys came on, he goes, I guess that's what happens when you have a song on Punkorama. And then they were supposed to be their closer, but they ended up playing it like one of their first songs because it was the only song that anyone there knew at the time. Yeah.
That whole album is good.
Yeah.
Is that next album that I can't really see? Is it Dillinger 4? Which album's that?
I think that's the Lawrence Arms. I can't see
it
either.
Is. It's Ghost Stories. Okay, my fault. Dillinger 4, I think Versus God is the boxing cover. It's down there. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Lawrence Arms, Ghost Stories, Bad Religion, New America, Superfast, Dynamite Hack, The Good Riddance, Phenomenon of Craving, Reactionary. We got the Mad Caddies Holiday's been canceled. We got NOFX, Pump Up the Volume. We got Versus God by the Dillinger 4. We got whatever that name of that Madball album is. We have, what album did I pick there, John? Is that SR-71?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's that next one I picked? I can't tell. Is that Eve 6 Horse?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Terrible album art. Yeah.
It's terrible art, and I don't remember it, and my eyes are not what they used to be. We got Rancid 2000. We've got
Swinging Utters, right?
Swinging Utters, self-titled.
Starfish.
Yeah, then we have Limp Bizkit. We got the Aquabats, and we got Sick of It All. Yours truly. Oh my God, that was a struggle to get through and a lot of albums. But let's see what you guys ended up with.
Yeah, like I think Lewis, of the ones you picked, my favorites would be the Aquabats, Eve 6, NOFX. And then I love that you grabbed this Dynamite Hack because like you said, we have so many memories with that song.
Yeah. Not Rancid 2000. I thought you guys liked that album a lot more than I thought you guys liked it a lot more than I guess I thought.
I'm surprised John showed no love for the drive-through bands on here.
Oh yeah.
I picked Newfound Glory, but yeah, I did leave off.
Oh wait, was that album on drive-through?
Yeah, that one's on drive-through.
Okay.
But I didn't.
I thought you might have picked Dashboard.
No way, man.
Towards the end. That's a little Bobby core there.
Dashboard would have been probably one of the last albums I picked. Like looking at what's left, like I like almost all these albums.
Yeah.
but that's probably my least favorite. Yeah, but I like everything that's left. I can listen to. But Matt, I don't know if can you see yours, or do you want me to run through them for you?
No, I mean I got the Youth Ahead. I have Link 80. I have Flogging Molly. Alkaline Trio, Deftones, Punkorama. Wait, you just moved it, and it. Was that the Punkorama?
You're on the checkerboard one.
You're on Wheatus, your favorite.
Wheatus, yeah, Wheatus, and then what's after Wheatus? I don't even know. I can't really see these right now.
You got Body Jar next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just keep on going, John.
Vandals, yeah.
Vandals, Voodoo Glow Skulls, Pot Shot, AFI, Satanic Surfers, Green Day, Catch 22, Bombshell Rocks, Papa Roach. You got Mark Tom and Travis Show, Conspiracy of One, and your infamous Wu-Tang pick, which you took #1 overall. Had to stop the video, download the album art, restart everything. You guys didn't see that, but that's why there's a big cut in the beginning. And now for my picks, I went very pop punk heavy, so I tried to mix it up. I got Kid Dynamite, Shorter, Faster, Louder. I actually prefer the comp they put out later on after this, but I still really like this album. I can't remember if they're from Pennsylvania or New Jersey, one or the other, but I mean, they're a Northeast band. I gotta show love. We got Millencolin, Pennybridge Pioneers. I don't think there's any debate. It's the best Millencolin album. We got Nerf Herder, How to Meet Girls, which is my favorite Nerf Herder. We got the Dwarves. I forget what this album's called. I think it's called Come Clean.
Come Clean, yeah.
We've got Goldfinger, Stomping Ground, in my opinion, the best Goldfinger. We got Cap Down. We got Bracket, Bowling for Soup, Let's Do It for Johnny. We got Mxpx, Ever Passing Moment. We've got Strung Out. I think it's the EP. It's got Mission to Mars on it, and Savant, I think. It's Elements of Sonic Defiance. We've got Sum 41's debut, Half Hour of Power. We got Sloppy Meat Eaters, which, if you don't know Forbidden Meat, the album after this by Sloppy Meat Eaters, go check it out. It's really good. We've got Mest, their second album, Wasting Time. We've got Automatic 7, Beggar's Life. We've got Zebrahead. We've got the self-titled Good Charlotte, followed by self-titled Newfound Glory. We've got a little Orgy, Vapor Transmission, and then Less Than Jake, Borders and Boundaries, and The Movie Life, This Time Next Year. To close it out, I mean, just looking at this list, this has like some of my absolute favorite albums of all time. The year 2000 was absolutely stacked. That's why we did it. If you guys like this, we will do the year 2001, 2002, 2003. I think that's where the meat of like the whole skate punk, pop punk revival really was. And then maybe we hit the late 90s too. Obviously 1994 would be a good year to hit. But Lewis and Matt, either one of you have anything else to say before we wrap this episode up?
No. No.
Oh yeah, Matt, go on.
No. I haven't. No, I'm good.
Okay. No, it was just, it's actually kind of fun. Some of these albums I picked today, I probably haven't listened to in probably 5 to 10 years because, I'm an old chunk of coal now. But I'm definitely going to fire them up and give them a listen again now that I saw how awesome this year was. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and guys, I'm going to put a link to a Spotify playlist that I made that has a couple of songs from each of these albums in the description if you guys want a little companion playlist to what we did here. And also let us know in the comments whose list you like the most. I know it was kind of hard to see. We need to figure that out if we do 2001 or if we do Epitaph. But it's a work in progress. But yeah, let us know if you like the video. Make sure and comment, like, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.